All right. January 12th, 2010. Here's my playoff lot for the playoffs for the 2009 season. Okay, the first week is already done. So far, let's start with NFC. You got the number 5 Cowboys going to the Metrodome to play the number 2 Vikings. And then you have the number 3 Cardinals going to play the number 1 Saints in the Superdome. Then on the AFC side, you got the Saints at home against, where are they playing? Baltimore Ravens. The Indianapolis Colts against the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see, Colts is the number 1 seed, and I don't know what seed the Ravens are. It's not important. Let's see, then you got the Chargers at home against the Jets. I don't know what seed either of them is. Okay, there's my lot. We'll start with the NFC. The Arizona and New Orleans, that should be a pretty good game. Arizona does better at home. They'll be on the road against New Orleans. New Orleans has not been all they were this year. They were undefeated. They're looking to have a perfect season, but lately they've been imploding. Let's see. The defense, the Cardinals' defense. Look for Cromartie to make some big plays. The running game has been better. Chris Beanie Wells has been running the ball very well. The Saints don't have very much of a secondary or much of a run defense. The Cardinals can use just about any weapon they want against them. The Cardinals secondary, like I said, you got Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. You got people on that defense like Carlos Dansby. There are people who want this worse than anything, and they've got something to prove from last year. So my pick is the Arizona Cardinals over the New Orleans Saints. Now, Minnesota has been falling off a little bit lately. I'm not saying anything about the Dallas and the Minnesota game. That game we'll just leave for no comment. Now, let's see. The Jets and the Chargers. Well, that's a pretty good game right there also. See, a lot of times I would pick the Jets. The Chargers have won their last 10 games. The Jets have shut out people in their last 6 games, including in the playoffs. They made mincemeat out of the Patriots in the first round. Seeing as how the Jets are an entirely East Coast team, and San Diego is the West Coast, Mark Sanchez and the Jets having to travel all the way to California to play Phillip Rivers and the Chargers at home. Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers on this one. And the Ravens and the Colts, that's the Ravens all the way. They are brutal right now. They are hungry for another win. They're playing just as good as they played in the beginning of the season. Joe Flacco has still got skills that people have overlooked that he used in the beginning of the season that I think they're going to pull out in the playoffs. Watch for Ray Rice and Willis McGahee to make big runs. If they can get a lead in the first quarter before it's over, then the Ravens should have it. They're the number 1 road team in the playoffs right now, and they'll be on the road at Indianapolis. So my pick is Indianapolis. My pick is Baltimore over Indianapolis. Big rivalry there, too, so watch for an emotional tension in that game. So that's my pick. You got Baltimore and San Diego going to the AFC Championship, and Arizona going to the AFC Championship versus whoever wins the Dallas Cowboys and Minnesota game. And I'm going to keep my opinion about that to myself. But I'm not usually wrong about these things. So there you have it. There's my lock. Cardinals over Saints, Ravens over Colts, and Chargers over Jets. You've heard it.